over the camera.
Good evening, and we are live Wednesday night with those guys. How you doing?
What's up?
How's it going?
I'm good, man. What's up with you?
Yeah, you know the same old thing. Just hanging in there, trying to make it.
The same old thing. I'm rushing to the house as usual, trying to get there. They catch the broadcast and had to go live because my boss was running late, as usual.
Well, you know, I was on a few live streams this week. Been very busy, hanging out with the Canadian Drone Hub and those guys, and Val's Life, you know.
Yeah, who's traveling to Canada as we speak.
Well, I think she's going to make a stop on the way before meeting up with Centroid in Syracuse. So.
Yeah. Centroid's the battery mule. He's smuggling batteries across the country, across state lines.
So they're supposed to be, headed up to Canada after that.
Well, I hope she has safe travels, and I hope she gets a chance to pop in, or one of them. I know Tim is packing all his stuff now, looking for some place to hide out until she leaves Canada.
All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to Wednesday night with those guys.
Yes, welcome. I can't see the chat room yet, but I'm like right outside my door, and I'll be able to cut the computer on.
Well, I don't
see what's happening.
Glasses, so it's going to kind of be hard for me to check out the chat. But let's get a little closer here. I believe that's with Juan in the chat. How's it going?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I see a box in front of the house, trying to see who it's for. Well, it's not ticking. It's for my wife. Let's see. This box right here, I can tell it's shoes. I can just tell by the shape of the box that it's shoes. But yeah, there's a box inside the box. Yeah, and I really shook it up too, right?
So if it's any kind of anything important, it's all mixed up. Hey, we got Elliot Frankel in the house. How's it going, Elliot? And
What's up, Elliot? What's going on?
Mr. Crowley, how's it going?
How are you guys doing? As you see, I'm rushing inside the house now to get on camera.
We're waiting on Novice Quads. Lawrence is taking his time, moving his way into the house.
Well, I'm actually in the house now.
Hey, Big Matt, what's good?
What's good, Big Matt? And I'd like to thank you again. I know I said it several million times on Facebook, but thank you again for that quick lesson on long exposure, because I had it all twisted. I was trying to put the two lines together, and you were saying that they're opposites. So that information was very, very informative. I can't see the chat right now. I'm just getting in there, and I need to put some stuff in the refrigerator, and I'll be able to join you guys shortly. But I wanted to thank everyone too, Herman.
Okay.
For coming to Sunday's live stream when Scott Parazinski, and I got the name right, Scott Parazinski was came by. I'm all twisted.
He's talking about Scott Parazinski was on the show Sunday with those guys. He is from Fluidity Tech. He's the creator of the FT Aviator. It is a new controller that came out that piggybacks on the controller of the DJI controller that allows you to use one hand in fluid movement instead of using either the two-fingered pitch movement on both hands or the two thumb movements on both hands. It allows you to have one-handed movement for your yaw and everything. Push straight ahead. You have your thrust and for up and down with the thumb and the finger. So I saw it as a really nice thing. I don't know where it's going to go from here, but I'm going to check it out.
I hope it goes up. And like you said, I hope one of us can get our hands on it.
Well, we're gonna work
You know what
on
I'm
that.
saying?
We're working on that this week. I gotta speak to some people and see what's going on with us getting that.
Okay, cool. I'm in front of the computer. Once I get signed in, I'll put up the Fluidity link. Plus my headphones going bleep, which means it's about to die.
Mr. Paul Murray.
How you guys
Hey,
doing?
what's up? What's up, Ed McMahon of live streams? How are you, dude?
You guys crack me up. I'm doing
Well-
fairly well. Yeah.
Well, Paul, did you know Val made it to the airport or not?
No, she missed her flight.
Again?
Oh, wow.
No,
Oh, this morning she missed it. I'm talking about today. She's supposed to have gone.
her flight leaves at 7 p.m. their time, which is 9 p.m. our time.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that means she needs to get over there around what?
Probably 5 o'clock her time, but you know her.
About 7 o'clock our time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, Paul, what's good, man? How are you?
I just made some homemade French fries. That's what I'm up to.
Okay, that's always good. Hey, Mike Rose, how's it going?
Mike Roach, what's good? All right, now I'm going to try and avoid a double echo. Let's see if this works.
By turning off the phone?
Well, you guys
He did it anyway.
You guys don't hear an echo now. Nope, you don't hear an echo now, do you? Ha ha!
Nope.
I got it. But my picture's muted. Why?
Your picture's muted.
No, we see. Now we.
No, I'm going to end this one. Yeah, you see two of me.
Yeah. Well, I see one of you. And
I see one with a gray square. The gray square is
Now
still
can
there.
you hear me?
we can hear you.
Turn your
But
camera
I
on.
can't hear
Yeah.
you guys. So let me work this issue out real quick.
Okay.
All right. I'm not going to go anywhere. I figured I could figure it out. I'm hoping I could.
Yeah, Paul, we were just recapping from Sunday with Scott
Oh, I know what happened. I don't have OBS started.
was
And Hangouts runs through OBS.
with us on Sunday, and we talked about the
Did you
There we go.
go give Florence his
Now.
task to ask him what was the guy's name?
Oh, well, you know what's funny about that? He came out and said it on his own, and then the next time he went to say it, he screwed it up.
Yeah. Scott Parazinski.
Yep.
Now, I said it because I didn't think about it, but I was trying to talk about how he was on our live stream and how we appreciated him coming and stuff like that. And I did, like Herman said, I said it right the first time. What's up, Mike? And this next time I went to say it, it was like.
So how much fun did you have out there, Mike?
Just got in from flying over the lakes south of Syracuse. Got in a terrific boat chase. All right. You know, and
Wow.
I don't know if your time is limited, Mike, as far as flying, but since you did that James Bond joint, I've been wanting to see another one or something close to it or something from you.
Yeah. We're looking for something cinematic in the way of like a story like that.
Bye-bye. No, you're just relaxing.
You got
Hey, Tim.
company, Paul?
Yeah, a friend of mine was just stopped by. He's just leaving.
Oh, no. Well, he didn't have to leave on our account. Or
Oh.
you bougie like that. Or Paul's bougie like that, Herman. Paul be like, yo, I'm going live. You got to get out.
He's one of those. He's one of those kind of friends that comes and goes and comes and goes. Raids the refrigerator, raids the pop supply, but I've known him ever since we were in high school together.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so then he earned that then.
Yeah.
He can get away with it. Pretty much. But getting back to what I was trying to say about Scott Parazinski. See, that's 3 times tonight. All right.
Good.
I would really appreciated him taking out the time to come and be on Sunday nights with those guys. And I think it was very good because I know a few people that didn't come in live but watched it afterwards, and they were like, "Yo, you weren't BSing. He is an astronaut." I looked him up. I was like, "Dude, I haven't told you anything wrong since you've known me in the world of drones. So why
Yeah.
would I lie and say we're gonna have an astronaut on our stream, and we're not?"
Well, how they say it in the song? Well, well, well.
Hey, don't you love it, Herman? You already got one thumbs down.
Hey, that's nice.
Mercy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, yes, that's true. Hey, what's up, Mr. Crowley, and everyone else that's here, and for you guys that are listening in a cut. Now, I'm gonna save it for my stream, Herman.
What?
But Paul, we were doing some research, and
Yeah.
all I'm gonna say is just the state, and that's it. Florida.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's
Okay, can't say nothing else. We can't say nothing else, but we were doing some research, just BSing around.
Well,
And
I spoke to Paul about that a little
oh,
bit.
you did? Okay. See, I didn't
Yeah.
want to spill. I didn't want to spill the cookies, and he didn't even offer me a cookie yet.
Yeah, well, but yeah, not to talk about that, but just basically, you know, I thought that what took place on Sunday was very special, and I think it might be something that takes off in this drone world.
And it was fun to be a part of it, right?
Right, you know, especially for something that's just taken off on, you know, off the ground floor. You know, that this is, I've never met anyone that created anything from any company before until meeting him. You know, I've met people from different companies and stuff like that, but not the guy that brought it out of the grave. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
The other
Yeah,
thing, Herman, is I feel kind of stupid that I didn't jump on board and order one at $150 off when I could have.
No, me too. But
what happened?
no, I was just reading what Matt was.
Oh, okay. You know, if they wanted to send me a Fluidity controller to try for free, that would be cool. But I just don't feel a need to drop $450 on it. I mean, before hearing about it felt fine flying. Now,
Right.
Mike, I understand exactly what you're saying. In that sense, I could see you not wanting to invest the $450 for the simple fact that I'm quite sure if you communicate between Kurt and Scott Parazinski, got 4 times I'm on a roll. I'm quite sure he may work out something, because maybe there's something as far as a glove that they could make to modify to that controller, and then I could see investing the money in it.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mike might already have connections to speaking with them.
Yep, I do.
Yeah. He gave Curtis. Did you send Curtis a link?
Yeah, I did. But Curtis is at work.
Oh, okay.
It all depends on what time he gets off to what time he can get home.
No, okay. I just didn't want to forget him.
Sundays is better for him.
Okay, got you. You guys want to talk for a minute while I go get something to drink?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Well, we'll be here. So, yeah, Paul. So how's it going, man?
Well, I went and got that one ship this morning.
Okay.
And I just finished editing it.
Okay.
And now I have to upload it to YouTube yet.
Okay.
And then I'm good to go.
Well, like I was telling Lawrence, I was so busy this week between the end of last week and the beginning of this week with all of the different live streams.
Yeah.
I didn't even get a chance to work on a video. If I could put out something tonight and sit up here all night working on something, maybe not. I don't know. There's always next week. But then next week might be something different.
Well, the sad part of it is once you start making the rounds on live stream, on live different panels, you pretty much, your day just kind of like dissipates. It goes away.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting there at the end of the night. It's like last night, I was up until 4 o'clock this morning finishing up some videos from the day before.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, I would have been up late working on the video, But I went out and got some stuff. That brings me to what I wanted to bring up next. But I was out the other night around golden hour, and then it took us into the evening. Well, not too late, but it was getting dark, and we were out flying. And it's funny because this lady took it upon herself as a concerned citizen, to contact the police because there were 5 guys.
Even though there were 4 of us.
I mean, a couple of us are big dudes, but I don't think we constitute 5 guys. Hanging out down by the bridge, flying over the bridge. Okay. We were flying alongside it, by the park and stuff like that, but I don't know about over it. But here comes the police, and the police pull up, and they want to know, because they said, we got a call, people are real scared nowadays about the terrorists, and they got a concerned citizen said there was 5 guys flying over the bridge. So I don't know, I had my ID, I don't know, I don't have it here with me, but the FAA card that I usually stick in my vest, and I have the lanyard with it. Yep. Showed it to the cop. A couple of the other guys with me showed them theirs, and cops was like, "Hey, let me see what you got." They looked in the screens, the chit chat a couple of seconds. They jumped back in the car and was out of there.
Yep.
What was funny was by the time I wanted to show my ID, the cop was like, "No, don't worry about it. I believe you," because Big Matt, Matt 423, Big Matt, he was there with us, him and Cool Bick, and like Herman said, we were just there chilling, flying, taking. I needed some practice on night exposure, and they were showing me some stuff, so it was kind of interesting to see two cop cars pull up.
Are you guys running any strobes, additional strobes on your birds at all, or
no?
Because see, there's 2 theories there. One is, yes, you could. The other one is, maybe in your case, you don't want to draw attention to yourself either,
Well, I got lights for it. Sometimes it's
it was kind of hard for us not to be seen because we were at the foot of a bridge in Brooklyn the Williamsburg Bridge that goes across into Manhattan, and people were coming off the road with their bikes, going back and forth. And I did notice, and someone else did, a lady stopped with beige pants on, and she's on her phone like this, looking at us, and I didn't think nothing of it because I was flying. I'm used to people looking at us when we're flying. Yeah, but she shortly left, and maybe not too long after that, everybody was up in the air flying, and she just came up. The police came up. First, one car parked on the bridge, and then a car with a sergeant. Did you mention that it was a sergeant, Herman?
No, I didn't. Yeah. I wasn't really checking out his credentials. I was more interested on what I was doing, even through the conversation that I had with him.
Yeah, because you were still flying, right?
Right.
Everybody was in the air.
He actually held on to the ID card in the lanyard around my neck while
Herman was flying.
He was reading it.
He was reading it. Yeah. Okay.
But it was interesting.
I think the word that kind of gets them going is the word federal.
Yeah.
And the fact that it has your name on it and a number.
And an ID number, yep. Because that's what they all have,
Right.
It's got all the information that is important to them right on there. So it must be true.
That's true. Big Matt says he was cool. Not everyone would be that cool. Right. And also, Cool Bick, he was flying with us also. He just mentioned that his aunt is some big wig at like the 30th precinct, and the cop goes, "Is she commish yet?" Meaning, is she a commissioner? And he goes, "No, she's about to be promoted to a commissioner." And he was like, "Oh, that's cool. That's cool." And I guess he knew the name.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I would imagine in that kind of a job in that big a city, they keep tabs of who's the up and comers and who's moving up, because they all want to make sure they don't want to piss. They'll be held to pay on the other end.
That's true. But people stopped. People were cool. Some people like, oh wow, a drone. Some people like, oh, they're flying drones, and they just kept going where they were going.
That's quite a complex there.
Now, Herman, you want to get? Hey, Elliot, I sent you a link, but Herman, you want to get into that?
Which one?
The Lance and explaining Lance for those people who don't know what it is, because it will be coming into effect on the 23rd of this month.
Okay, well, you might as well continue since you gave it away already. Well, no, Lance, will be, as Lawrence said, it will be here for the recreational pilots as of July 23rd, which is 2 weeks, I guess, or the week after next, as of yesterday. So that's a Tuesday, I believe that is. So in 2 weeks, as of yesterday, it'll be available for the recreational pilots.
No,
And don't forget, if your drone is 55 pounds, or let's say 250 grams, or was that half a pound or whatever?
Yeah, close to half a pound.
You
0.55, yep.
Right, you must register your drone. Must register your drone.
Mike Roche asked you, did you all have your vests on?
No,
Not at the time.
no.
I
But
had
everybody had their vest in their bags.
but everyone did have their vest there, but everyone did have their their registration and everything, update and everything,
Right.
printed
So,
birds and everything.
and another thing that police officers observe when they're walking up to you, it's just a matter of who greets who first, and we always greet them first.
Sure.
How are you doing? Hey, what's up? What's going on? You want to look?
Yep.
And Big Matt, and hey Rodney, Big Matt and Cool Bick were telling me how to adjust my settings, because I have a Phantom 4 Professional, but I have no idea. I've never shot long exposure and
Camera
stuff like
settings,
that.
yeah.
So I was taking notes. But it
Well-
wound up being a good night, because the first spot we went to fly, which was the Williamsburg Bridge from Brooklyn, at that area, I was learning how to use the camera and going with their settings. And then we went to another spot by the Brooklyn Navy Yard. And I have some footage that I was like, wow, that's how you do it. That I think I got it. So we've, like Matt says, we need to go back out again a couple of more nights. He doesn't know our schedules.
Yeah, that's the thing. Once it becomes second nature, Lawrence, you and Herman will be able to dial it in just like that.
Well, see, I've always seen people shoot long exposures, and I like how it looks if you're over or near a highway or something, how the trails look. And now I understand the 1 second shot, the 3 second shot, and weather is a big element too, because on that night the wind was calm.
Yep. Calm, and you have to have crystal clear air.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So
Unless
unless
you're going for that smoky look where the lights are coming through the smoke at you or something like that.
Right.
Well, you know what? I had so much fun. I got home at about 11:45, and I stayed up till 2 a.m. just looking at the pictures and editing.
Oh my, that's late for you, Lawrence.
He must have got the pow pow.
Yeah.
Cut it out with that pow pow. Cut it out with that pow pow. But anyway, getting back to what Herman was saying about Lance, it's supposed to be coming into effect. Now, whether it'll work properly, I want to see someone else use it first.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, with this low altitude authorization notification capability, the thing about it is that, and it's funny because a lot of people don't realize this, that the difference between, the one difference that I've heard the FAA say that will be between that and the one for 107 pilots is when you start getting into those areas of the zero altitude, and you start getting into the closer you get to these airports and stuff like that, they won't be allowed to be authorized. You won't.
Yeah. Yep, that's true.
Well, you want to know what? that's okay because as long as they give you clearance to fly
Do you know where you
elsewhere,
live?
what happened?
Do you know where you live?
Oh, me?
Yes. We
Yeah,
have two major airports, and the two rings just go just like that.
yeah. So there's the
Want to
middle.
fly in an alley? You want to
Well,
stand on the highway and fly in that alley?
in that case, that fluidity controller would be great because you wouldn't have to worry about drifting this way or drifting that way. You could shoot right down between that thread, that needle.
See, that would be fun. That would be fun also to pull up to something using that fluidity
Yep,
controller
yep,
and then pull up slow right in front of it and then put it in rabbit mode and hit full reverse, knowing you will fly straight back now
yep,
and
yep,
not to the side.
You
yep.
know what? The one thing that I wish I had that at the time when I flew down to the bridge from
Randall's Island.
Randall's Island.
We're not going to say what bridge he flew down to, but
Yeah,
he
yeah.
flew down to the bridge, Paul.
Okay.
Okay. We'll
Wasn't
leave
that
it at
far?
that. Huh?
Wasn't that far?
Dude.
There's a lot of bridges in that area. We'll just leave it
But
at that,
Paul,
right?
Paul, this particular bridge that he flew down to, on his way back, a police helicopter decides to stop and hover and collect data because we were having a meetup. Now, they have Herman and my data because we fly the East River all the time and a few other people. But the people that were new, the helicopter just hovered there at maybe about 600 feet for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then it left. But Herman couldn't come back home
But
because
see,
the helicopter was between him and home.
Paul, I got one other thing to say about that. And what I think also the
Have a
cop
good evening, Rodney.
the helicopter saying, look at these two fools sitting there petting this damn dog, and they got guys flying drones up and down the East River.
Yeah, they had. Yeah, yeah. It was
Two
funny. They
cops
had two
hanging out,
police officers. They had two police officers. I forgot about the dog. They had
hanging
two
out
police
with us, playing
officers
with the dog.
on foot, and a guy had a mastiff or something. That
A massive, a big one.
yes,
Yeah, the big orange ones.
and they came over to play with the dog. And it was kind of funny because at the same time they're playing with the dog. Now, keep in mind, we have radios
Uh-huh.
and we usually tune into the local area. But the
Right.
helicopter that was hovering there collecting data, somehow you could hear over the police officer's radio, oh, they're just flying drones.
Yeah.
But that was
Well,
kind of funny, though.
You know what would have been a funny moment for you guys if you had the Enterprise Zoom with the speaker on top. You could have gone and says, "Can I help you?" And I would have just blurted it out.
Or if I'd have said to him, excuse me, but you're in the way of my return to home.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I don't think that would have went over too well.
No, probably not.
No.
Probably not. But that's Philly wanted to buy my Enterprise, and I said to him, I said, Mike, in your case, I don't think that's a good idea. You'd end up in jail because
Mhm.
he says some stuff, and all you do is when you have the controller, you just tap what you want to say, and it taps it. Then you tap stop, and you just say it into the controller, and then within 3 to 5 seconds, it comes out the speakers for 200, 400 yards. So it's
Okay.
like
In your own voice?
in your voice.
Wow, he would probably bust the speaker then with his hollering and screaming.
Yeah, all it would take is a couple of love of gods, they'd be all down on their knees praying,
Right.
Hey, Furball Kim, she's coming.
Wait a minute. What's that Jaws theme? Dun-dun,
Yep.
dun-dun. He's coming for a ball.
Well, you know what?
Steve
In
Carpenter,
that case,
what's up?
there's a lot of horror movies theme songs you could use for that one.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh, I'd one
Oh,
for
I got a song you could use, but I don't know if I should use it. Hall and Oates.
Oh.
Hello, Steve Carpenter. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Steve, how's it going?
Yeah. Kim Kim's got it. You know, he's really lighthearted about it when he's on the tube, but he's got to be getting nervous.
Oh yeah. Val's already talked about taking his drone from him.
Yeah.
I know. I've never saw a female try to take a drone from anyone before. I hope the whole time Centroid recording it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said he has a bunch of GoPros and stuff from flying FPV.
Well,
He was thinking about setting it. I hope he sets it up in the car.
yeah.
I'm dying to see somebody like this in the car seat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a 5-hour trip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now,
It's a 5-hour trip from where I am in Far Rockaway to Utica, New York, and that's still 300 miles from the Canadian border.
Okay, so that would make it about a 10-hour trip.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'm not doing it because if it's 5 hours from Syracuse, it's deep.
Well, I kind of said earlier today, Lawrence, I don't know if you saw it or not, but I said, I'm sure that that Herman thought about going with them, but it was only for a microsecond.
Oh yeah, real short.
As short as his hair.
Yep.
Maybe a little shorter. Maybe a little shorter.
You know, I would love to go to Canada, but like I keep saying, I'm afraid I might not be able to get back into the country.
I don't think you'd have that kind of a problem. But what it is it's who you go to Canada in the company of. Now,
Right.
You know, as high energy as Val is, that would be like riding on a zoo train. You know, it would be just.
Can you imagine how Val flipping high on caffeine and the cops stopping them and talking to her?
Yeah.
While she's on caffeine?
And
Oh,
she's trying to tell him
Centroid would be texting his wife, babe, I love you, but I think I'm going to jail.
Yeah. And send bail money.
And her telling the cops that they're wrong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll go over. That'll go over well.
Justin, did you send him a link?
No, you were supposed to send it to him.
Okay, I'll get on it right now.
See that you wanted to hang out and take your time coming up the street.
Well, listen, you know I work Wednesdays, right?
Oh yeah, I know. And you put on your slippers from the corner.
But no, it's usually 3 jobs, and I'm home by 4. Now tell me how I can work 4 jobs and still get home the same time.
What?
It's just.
Hey, Herman, explain that statement that he put his flippers on at the corner. What, was he swimming, or are you talking about flip-flops?
His slippers, yeah, like he's strolling up the street.
It can't take you anywhere, can I?
He's coming across the living room. Oh, okay, I'm coming.
Can't take you anywhere, man.
I'm on my way.
No, you know what it is? I have too many Jamaican friends. You know, Paul, if you ever meet someone who's Jamaican and they say I soon come means anywhere from the next half hour to the next day.
Okay.
No, all that means is he didn't leave yet.
Yeah. Or he didn't leave yet. Yeah. That's true. So the next time Herman goes live, I'm gonna say I soon come.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not Jamaican, but
that means he didn't leave yet. He got his slippers on, coming across the living room. I'll be there. I'll be there.
I'll catch the relator, Matt, going back to the factory, was on lunch break, going out tonight. Oh, Roosevelt Island. See, I want to hit Roosevelt Island now that I have those tips on night exposure. My mouth is watering, but we'll have to work that out. See, Paul, you wouldn't get any sleep here. You came into New York for 1 week, Paul. You would have to buy an abundance of SD cards. I guarantee.
You know where Paul would hang out? He'd hang out down by Cool Vic and catch.
Yes, New York Harbor. New York City Harbor.
You have to get like 20 more batteries and just get like a battery chain there and just keep going and going. As a matter of fact, get both Mavics out and send them up.
And
Bring
you know
one
that
down, let it
would be
cool off.
great. That would be great. But you know what I tell everybody when I'm down by the water and I see people and they ask, I said, "Yep, actually, this is the fun part. The work comes when you have to edit it all."
You want to know what, Paul? You're right, because you know how long it takes me to find music? When I
Yeah.
first started editing, I could find music in a half hour. Now it takes me 2 to 3 hours to find music that I want for footage.
Well, that's the hard part because you start evolving in music and you start trying to try other things and see how this might come out. And then if you want to try to get creative with it, that's another obstacle in itself.
You heard what Matt said? He said if Paul came to NYC, he'd have bags under his eyes from lack of sleep. That's true. Paul, it's true because you have golden hour in the morning. You have midday. You have the evening. You have golden hour in the afternoon. And then New York City at night. Now they say Tokyo and Japan are bright, but if you've never seen a big city, New York City at night is really, really beautiful. You could just spend the rest of your life shooting video at night in New York.
Sure.
Hey, Juan, what's up?
Carpenter, that was Novice Quads that got the tips.
Yes. I had got some tips from Big Matt, who's in the chat room. We were flying. What night was that? Tuesday?
What was that? Monday night.
Monday night. Okay, we went out flying to the Williamsburg Bridge, and I have a Phantom 4 Pro, and I've never done long exposure. And make long story short, Big Matt and Cool Bic pointed me in the right direction I needed to be. And it's a day and night difference. If you look at a night photo that I took with that same bird a month back compared to what we shot on Monday night, it's a day and night difference. If you look at a night photo that I took with that same bird.
Whoa, sorry about that.
Here's Elliot. I haven't seen you in a while, my friend.
I've been hitting minor league baseball games, man. And then I hear Lawrence talking about finally learning long exposure. I said, whoa.
Did you see the pictures I posted? That's the first time, dude.
That was the first time? Oh, my goodness.
First time ever.
And,
night.
Mine starts going as far as long exposures go. And when you start taking all of that stuff and just thinking, oh, this and that, or you think of an ambulance going by, what that will do with a long exposure is just like, wow, you'll have more than the streets.
Behind you on the wall. That's a long exposure, right?
Yes, that is a long exposure. I also sent you one that I just did, I think the same day that you guys were out.
Okay.
That one I was pretty happy about.
Well, I think that the world has been opened up for Lawrence now.
Hey, what's up? You know what? It's to the point where I don't even want to go out in the day. I want to become a vampire.
Who had the nickname Dracula?
Listen. I came home and I put my SD card in, and once I got it to work, because my SD card reader's dying, after the 15th try, I pulled up the first pictures and I was like, blurry. Holy, when I finally found that one picture.
Yeah.
But I see why people shoot multiples now. I understand that concept now.
Well, you have to just keep on shooting, and out of that 10, maybe you'll get one.
Yeah.
Maybe.
My odds were a little higher though, because the wind was perfectly calm. Because I was able to shoot the Williamsburg Bank, right, in full contrast, perfectly sharp, and have a 2-second exposure. And I was actually happy with the process.
The one thing also now, and I guess you'll figure this out and you'll come up, you don't necessarily have to be all the way high up at 400 feet. You can come down about 40 feet, 30 feet.
I was at 75 feet, 100.
Yeah, I know that's.
No, I like having that close. I like taking a shot and having the foreground and background as contrast.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. It almost kind of frames it,
Right, because anyone can take a shot of this cup.
Yep.
from a
Mhm.
400 feet, 200 feet. But when you take a shot of this cup this close,
Yep.
it adds perspective. Anyway, we're getting distracted on Herman's show.
No, we're not. We're talking about cameras and drone business.
Okay,
Well,
that is true.
well,
And Elliot is the camera guy for long exposure. That one that you shot, I think it's over. Oh, it's over the Belt Parkway.
Yes.
That
I
long,
sent
how
you
long
that
was
picture.
that?
Didn't you
How
get
long
it?
was that exposure?
Oh boy. Let me look.
when was this?
I want to say maybe about 20 seconds.
Wow.
When did you send that picture out, Ellie?
I sent it to Lawrence.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm special.
Huh?
Because I'm special.
Well,
At least-
no, because you sent me that link, so I just responded back.
Oh,
Here's the
okay.
thing. I don't sit here and talk about anybody's brain capacity or anything like that. If you want to put yourself down, it's all on you.
According to my daughter, I'm special ed.
I mean, I don't know how much pudding you eat during the day that the applesauce and stuff like that.
I can't eat that until I put the helmet on.
Okay.
You know
Well-
you can't eat that without a helmet.
Why? Because of the bones?
Okay, so that photo that I sent you was at f/16.
Right.
Okay, so and that 20 seconds at 65
can you pull it
millimeter.
Screen?
I'm sorry.
Can you pull it up on your screen so everyone can see what we're talking about?
I'm
Okay.
not looking on my
walk me through it.
computer and I use my phone.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Hey, Justin.
Justin.
And by the way, it was ISO was 64.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Can't hear anyone. What the heck?
Hey,
Hey,
Justin,
Justin.
what's good, man?
Hello?
You can't
Hello,
hear me.
Justin?
We can
I
hear
can hear
you.
y'all, but you're really low. I don't know why.
No, you're low. We can hear
Outside
you.
watering the grass. Hold on, let me see.
Can you turn the volume up?
Oh, there we go. Now I changed it to speaker. I can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
What's going on?
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
I'm glad
Justin.
Justin's here because we were gonna have to put out an APB on him because he was MIA for a little while.
Yeah, I've been
Glad he's
MIA.
back.
I told you.
By the way, congrats, Justin. Paid gig, huh?
Oh yeah, it was a different experience doing that. And it's just like I see why like photographers have like a whole crew because you need it.
You do. Oh God, I had one. I think 2 days after you spoke,
Yeah.
I got called for one, and I was like, okay. And like you said, I understand what you're talking about because you're getting pulled to the left, pulled to the right. Uncle so and so wants a picture with this one, and Auntie so and so wants a picture with that one, and
Yeah,
oh God.
Like if
What'd
I
you
knew
do,
it was
Elliot?
like that, I definitely would have said, Elliot, yo, come help me, please. But it was. But I got
Elliot.
went to Dumbo. I definitely want to go back to Dumbo. That's a nice
Oh.
area.
What, Herman?
Did you get that drone yet?
No,
Why?
I'm waiting for the Phantom 5.
Oh, stop it.
Okay.
Stop it right now.
Elliot,
Stop it with
Elliot,
the
get
damn
a spark.
Phantom
You can't get in trouble
All
with
right.
a spark.
I'm going to say one thing. I heard that there was an individual on YouTube that brought up the Phantom 5 and the Spark 2. And my honest opinion is they brought it up to start a BS rumor again. So anyone who mentions
Like
the Phantom,
clickbait, pretty much.
anyone who mentions the Phantom 5 or the Spark 2 needs to be smacked in the forehead with a stick.
Well, I
Looks like
do
the
think
person at FPV.
what is really intriguing me is the Parrot Disco.
What?
Huh.
Oh,
You know
it's
what?
great.
Funny?
You just got to catch it
A
on a
couple
good
of people
sale.
mentioned that this week.
You want to know what?
I am really digging that 4G LTE. So in other words, you have unlimited flight and you can put in like 10,000 milliamp hours of battery and fly that thing for like 2-3 hours.
Yes.
Hmm.
Explicit FPV says he's very interested. And the best feature about the Parrot Disco is you don't even have to have you have to have the control in your hand and hit the throttle. But once you toss it up in the air, it's going to circle you until you take over command.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like an autopilot mode.
And how do you land it? You crash it. Perfect. You know?
Nah.
But you know what? If I had one, I'd have to do like there's a guy who comes to our chat that moved down to the islands. He builds his own drones. He took a Parrot Disco type, a fixed wing, and put FPV on it. And this guy's talking about flying 2 and 3 miles away, FPV style. And for 45 minutes.
That's pretty nice.
That's
out of the box. It flies 45 minutes, right? And explicit FPV says it's GPS. Once you cut the controller on, it knows where you are.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. I was talking with Curtis about it.
yeah.
And he was talking about how you need room to land it, though. That's the only.
That's true too. You do need a semi runway. You remember when Xavier came out here to Rockaway?
Yeah,
They were flying in Rockaway,
yeah, pretty much.
trying to kill
Well,
you.
where are we always flying? We're always flying like on these like dead end streets or parks or something like that where you have. By the way, Gerritsen Beach, didn't he land it over there? He took it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then
used to
he
go
almost
there,
went into
too.
the water, right?
Yeah.
So what somebody's going to do on those fixed wings, they're going to figure out how to put a pair of props in the wing, ducted down through the wing, facing so that it pulls it backwards, so that when you come in for a landing, you hit that, and it just you're like a foot off the ground, and it just stops it dead and drops.
Get a set of swimmies.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even when that thing lands, it still it slides about 5 feet.
Yeah.
Right. And the propeller is like a noodle.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
folds up when it shuts off.
That's what I'm saying. It's holds up pretty good as far as crash. And if you do crash it or bang up that styrofoam, you buy it for $50.
Yeah.
That's true. That is true. And it is pretty durable because I've seen guys just drop out of the sky and the nose hit the ground from like 20, 30 feet up and just put the wings back on and go fly it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is that how you really want to land it?
No,
I think you have no choice.
No, well, no. The right way to do it is to glide it in, and I think Xavier did it that way, but almost in the water.
it has an auto land, but I've never seen anyone auto land it. I've always seen people come in, then they come in too high and they whoosh, fly away, and then they come back like Xavier did on the boardwalk, and then he get real low, and just kill the engine, and it comes to a skid.
Yeah.
You know what you do? You fly it real low. You get a butterfly net. Just as it's coming overhead, just get it. Catch
He
it.
says crashing is just landing with style. Well, see, if you're an FPV pilot, no, that's true. Because if you're an FPV pilot, I'm going to tell you, when I was learning how to fly FPV, I could fly, but I didn't know how to land. So every time I came in, I would come in real smooth, and then I'd cut the engine, and you see the camera go, and then it would. Justin will tell you.
Oh,
No, but it sounds like a fun project. You buy one $500-600, another $100.
You can make it cheaper than that.
No, but then how much?
I mean, you can pretty much buy
build
the
it
frame for
cheaper.
like
You can build it cheaper.
You build
What
a
do you
frame
mean,
for
to-
$100. Yeah.
You
Or
get
like
two of them?
To build a disco?
Yeah, you could build something a disco type drone, but
Yes, Elliot, you can build them mad cheap now.
you get a Fly Sky controller with the long range receiver and pretty much
No, but you
One of
use.
these controllers right here, Elliot, and you can.
But you have to get like one of those 4G. No, you need a 4G.
No, you don't need a 4G.
The hell with 4G.
No. I'm taking it 20 miles. I'm going tri-state, man.
That's different if you're going 20 miles, but I mean, at least this one you can get 5 miles without no
See
problem.
now, Elliot's that guy that'll take that thing out. Now he'll start to going and going and going and going. Next thing you know it, he'll tell you, "Yo, I just crashed in Bayonne. I'm on that ship."
You know that fire thing that comes out in Elizabeth by the gas refinery? Yeah, I got a mad shot of it going right here.
You'll see Elliot just flying through the flames.
Yep. And the last thing you see is the wings folding up from the
Right. I can see Elliot now. I'm gonna do a flyby up that flame on the tower. Uh-oh, the camera's
curling up from the heat.
But Elliot, as long as you got the downlink and recording it, you're good.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, you get a 1080 camera, you put that on there. I mean, but we got to talk now. You guys have to tell me now about this parts list here.
The who?
The parts list to build something like this. You're saying I could build it?
Well, Dustin's in that department.
Oh, build your own. Yeah.
Well, you're saying I could build like an Anafi?
Build it with GPS.
I'm not an Anafi. I'm sorry. I could build a disco.
Yeah, the disco is pricey. It's $1,000. Then you got to add your controllers and everything else. But you can build with styrofoam and just coat it. You can build your own.
Yeah. They have, in fact, Elliot.
You get the wrap. You get like wrap, what they do for cars, and you wrap it.
But Elliot, they have a fixed wing kit that you can buy a Paradisco type body. You have to attach the servos yourself to add to the flaps.
The batteries
and a receiver and a main board, a flight controller, and you're ready to go. And FPV.
I'm good. Now I just need to get some fishing line below that, and there's some people that I love to fly over as I'm doing that.
With the fishing line?
Fishing line.
You get it, fishing line on a drone.
Trying to hook someone to fly away with them.
Oh, he's trying to snag people up as he's flying by.
Whenever you're ready to start building it, Ellie, let me know.
I'm ready, man. I got the checkbook. Let's do it.
Got the checkbook. All right. Open it up.
Yeah, open it up. Point me. Send it. Let's do it.
Just
it sounds like
the Lance app is supposed to be updated soon, right?
Yeah.
For hobbyists, right?
Yes, in 2 weeks, as of yesterday. The 20th.
It'll be interesting to see what
we're
you're able to do as a hobbyist.
Well, they say you're going to be able to fly and control airspace. The only difference is that as you get closer to like your zero altitude points, like take Interference Park, for instance.
Yeah.
The closer you might be able to go back across that lake, maybe. But the 107 pilot would be able to.
What's Interference Park?
Flushing.
Oh, okay. Yes. I'm sorry.
Flushing Meadows Park.
Yes.
Interference.
Yeah, because that's going to be interesting because that's
fly 5 feet. Get a red light.
Paul, this is the only place in New York. I believe this is the only AMA airfield in the United States that is in so close proximity to the airport, it's within the 2-mile marker. But yet you're allowed to fly there. It's within a 2-mile radius of a 5.
Well, what do you call it? Is right by Floyd Bennett Field. Garrison.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's
true.
Right. And also, isn't marine aviation right also by there as well?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a lot of things.
NYPD is right over there by Floyd Bennett Field also.
Right.
They have a helicopter.
Gateway Reserve too. You can't fly over there.
Well, Floyd Bennett, I know when they come for Fleet Week, a few of the officers come out to Floyd Bennett because they along the beach where Reese Beach is, on the Reese Beach side is also Floyd Bennett. They have private 2- and 3-story homes there. And that's where people go sometimes for the summer.
You know what I think is funny about Floyd Bennett Field? You're not supposed to be over there flying a drone, but yet they have these gas, what they call those turbine jets that they fly, those RC jets over there.
Yeah.
Those guys fly over there.
Aren't those guys part of the AMA though?
Yeah, they don't fly at Calvert, and they don't fly them at Garrison. They fly them over there.
Right, because they need a runway.
Yeah.
They actually need a runway. for it.
Now they have a runway at Garrison.
Right.
Where do they have a runway on Garrison?
Right in the airfield.
Right in the middle. They do have a long runway path. The long piece.
Oh, back there. Yeah, in the back over there. Yes. Yes.
On the airfield.
Yeah. No, the last time I launched from the kiddie park over there.
Kiddie park.
Oh, you didn't see any strange people walking out of the bushes over there?
No, they think I'm the strange guy.
That neighborhood is really weird because the first time Herman took me there, we see this girl come walking out of the bushes, right? And then see this guy come walking out of the bushes, but he went in another direction. So we're like, okay, I know what happened there. But on the regular, you see people walking into the bushes, coming out, and I'm like, yo, that's a little weird.
No, there's a lot of
They had reefer smoking.
No. So that's Garrison Beach is Brooklyn's answer to a trailer park, basically.
Yes.
Sorry, it's true.
It is.
It's trailer park trash over there. Let's call it. There was a girl I went out with over there when I was 18 years old. Oh.
I love Elliot's descriptions. They just are wonderful.
I don't sugarcoat it. I'll just put it right out there. That's what it is.
Well, the houses are like that big.
Now they are, but
Hey, Nacho, what's good?
That big. The houses over there.
Like closet.
You can go
on the water. The ones on the water are beautiful.
You can go in. Well, the ones up and down the strip and up in a couple of those blocks, you can go in one door and out the windows if you walk too fast.
It's true.
It's a double wide, basically. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, Nacho? And you guys, please click. Thanks for clicking that like button and checking out Wednesday nights with those guys.
Nacho.
Now, Paul,
Yes,
we need
sir.
to start a GoFundMe to get you here to New York.
Oh,
At least for a week, and I'm going to say a week. You know why? Because a weekend would not be enough.
as
Hey,
much
Nacho.
as I would love to do that, not in this lifetime because I get bad back, bad knees, and my little girl that's my pride and joy, Mia.
You bring her with you like everyone else does. Everyone travels with their pets now.
Yeah, there was a time not too long ago I had a big 38-foot motorhome, and I used to like to do things like that. But
we have a great neighborhood for you to pull into.
just
Not Elliot's, though.
over there, trailer park heaven.
Not Elliot's neighborhood, though. You don't want to move in Elliot's neighborhood. They're pretty raunchy over there where Elliot lives.
What?
Well,
No. Oh, would you stop?
Neighborhood with the motorhome. You take your hose and you hook up the hose, put it in the sewer, and just let it rip.
Hey,
Oh, no,
Herman,
believe it or not, down by Washington Cemetery, there's two guys that are there.
hold on. You can pull up now in Calvert Vaux Park. They have the smart car charging now. So you can pull up with a motorhome and park right there in the middle of the park.
No, those are 240. If it's a fast charge, it's 480, isn't it?
I don't know about all of that.
Yeah, I think so.
Does it charge the
charging
drone?
is 480.
What?
Will it charge my drone?
They'll probably
Yeah.
blow it up. And out of the
In 30 seconds, they'll charge it up.
Nacho says he could
Yeah,
park on
but the-
Fountain Avenue and fly ships.
Herman's
Tesla-
going to design a new charger that he's going to offer for everybody that has in their area one of those car charging stations. It just zip.
Come to Calvert Vaux and charge all you want.
I can't believe so.
They got a charger in the park for electric cars, but no gas in there for my gas-powered car.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you can't have gas.
There's more gas-powered cars in the park than there are electric cars.
Hey, Justin.
Well, is it a Tesla station or is it the Parks Department?
It's
might
Parks
be the Parks
Department. They have a charging station for e-cars there.
Right, they have the
probably-
Nissan Leaf. That's why their cars are all Nissan Leafs.
So
Oh,
then it'll probably be
Tesla is 480.
That's why.
Right.
the 480 volt. You said, Justin?
Yeah, those are the ones you probably see at the mall and everything like that. I guess the regular one's got to be like 240, but the Tesla is 480.
Okay, that would make sense. I could see
They have
now.
on Henry Hudson. There's like two parks, one at 158th Street, and I think the other one down at 96th Street has electric charging also.
Okay, so they're starting to put them all over.
Yeah. Well, all the yuppies down there, they got the money for the Teslas. I mean, those are $100,000 each.
Well, you know,
Plus.
the thing that I thought was crazy when they started talking about on the city bus that they were going to put charging ports for your phones and stuff like that. And I'm like, this is going to get out of hand. The same way those, you ever see those Wi-Fi stations they had in the street?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
You know-
I see guys putting up shower curtains
No,
around
hold
those and
on.
taking baths while
hold on,
charging their
Elliot.
phone.
Elliot, real quick. When they first put those kiosks, those Wi-Fi charging kiosks in Manhattan,
Yeah.
you would see guys standing in front of them for hours, and it came to find out these guys were downloading
Downloading porn. Yeah.
and so they had to put a major firewall on all of those kiosks and limit their internet access.
I know they ruined it for all of us.
For hours in front of these kiosks.
Yeah, you know, I stopped over on Flatbush Avenue. I parked the car and I get out and I'm watching this girl. She's standing by the thing and she's got the headset on and she's dancing. I'm like, she's sitting there downloading music, having a good time, right in the middle of the sidewalk. I'm like, this has got to be. They got to get rid of those things.
Yeah. And people have
They did. They
started
stopped. They
fighting.
cut off the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi now is cut off.
Did they? When?
Yeah, the Wi-Fi now is cut off. You can use it
and
for
now
charging.
they're just charging stations.
Now
Okay.
it's just charging stations. That's
Probably
it.
was just charging her phone there and listening to her own music because she had it plugged in.
But see,
Wait,
that's
let me
what
see.
it is.
Wait. By the way, let's explain it to everybody that's outside the New York area. We're talking like basically it's a payphone station. Looks like a payphone that you guys would see out there. And instead of the phone there, it's just a little charging port there to plug in your USB to charge. But when you go on your Wi-Fi on your phone, you see NYC Wi-Fi, and then you can
Right.
just log in and go on. And it's usually about a half a block radius that it would have from these stations. But the beauty
people
was
were using
charging.
Wi-Fi, literally, and camping in their cars, trying to hack into people's accounts. They were doing everything illegal that you could possibly
Right.
do over this Wi-Fi network. So they decided to 86 the Wi-Fi part of it. But you can still, on some of them, you can still search the internet, though.
Jay Santiago, how's it going, man?
Some of them, well, once a week, I used to take one of my father's old friends into the city.
Uh-huh.
And same thing, I would sit outside while he was in his doctor's appointment. And sure enough, always went into those Wi-Fis, you have to sign in with your email address and and sure enough, you try Pornhub, they took it off.
That's what you were doing?
Well, you're sitting in a car, you got nothing to do. I'm joking. I don't know.
So basically, Paul, even if you had a phone that didn't have cell phone service, you can hang out in these Wi-Fi spots. And fortunately, they're close enough that you can jump from tower to tower to tower if you're walking. So you could sign on in one spot to the network, and as long as they're within a certain radius, the next kiosk, you could go wherever you wanted to go.
Well, Optimum has the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, they have it. They have it now, Nacho.
My only
Always
problem
time for
with them
boobs.
was these people were blocking the sidewalks with them.
Yeah, the people would always camp out. The homeless guys were all camped out there, right there in front of them. They got one of those Wi-Fi and charging. Wow, they got it.
Oh yeah. It was,
All they needed is a Netflix account, and they're good like gold. So now back to drone news.
Where'd
So
Justin,
I saw, huh?
where'd Justin go?
I don't know. His picture's up. He's probably doing something.
Okay, you were saying
No,
that.
you see that? We gave him an idea, and now he's on Pornhub. Okay.
He's trying to get that man beat up.
In front of the house while he's watering the grass?
Yeah, right.
Hey,
What's
that
happening
the
to
cops
freaking
were there
dog?
the last time, right?
Creating a puddle.
No, but weren't the cops there a couple of weeks ago
Or Justin.
Where?
at his house?
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
I don't know. I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, cops followed him or something.
Oh, I didn't hear about it. I must inquire.
So what you got there, Elliot?
Huh?
What you got?
What do you mean? What do I got?
What are you eating? Spaghetti?
I see you munching.
Spaghetti. Oh yeah, you can see that down there.
Yeah, so you go like this with a long strand. They look like Chinese noodles.
Yeah, no, it's chicken and spaghetti.
Oh, okay. You don't have
Okay.
enough for everybody?
No.
Wow.
At least Paul offers his muffins.
Yeah, yeah.
His
Or my
brownies, his brownies. He'll go here. Anybody want some? Knowing damn well if they could take one, he wouldn't be offering them. Because he
You see, Paul is far enough to know.
because he wouldn't have any.
Paul is far enough to know nobody's doing it. Oh, there's Justin. All right, you're saving me now, Justin.
The wife just called me.
You see that? Pornhub. I was right.
Now Justin has to give us a full report on the police issue.
Yeah, what happened, Justin?
Oh, that? Oh, all right.
You got to talk louder. I want to hear about that.
All right. So hold on. Let me see.
Yeah.
All right. So Anthony Charles can attest to the area that I live in. So I just bought a house it's on the border of Valley Stream and Hewlett. Hewlett is a very, very
You're breaking
shit.
up.
district is
Oh,
pretty
you
much
see
number
that?
one. That's why I moved to this area because of the school district, because I wanted my daughter to be in a good school district. So I was driving home one day. Now, mind you, the day before that, I don't know if you saw my video on Facebook. I put a video
did.
of a helicopter flying literally like
Yes,
60
yes,
feet
I
off the
remember.
ground.
I was in Long Island. I saw that same copter.
So that
Karen, they're
helicopter was
following
flying
me.
over-
Karen.
Yeah.
Goodfellas
The helicopter was
reference.
flying over. Yeah, I know. The helicopter was flying over from 8 o'clock in the morning to about 3 p.m. And it was hovering over my job. Like, it could have literally landed right on top of my shop that I work at. So 5 o'clock, I leave home. I'm coming in my driveway. I have a private back entrance driveway. So as I'm pulling in there, I see an undercover cop, and I see them do that quick U-turn. I'm like, oh, here they go, pulling me over. So I pull in my driveway. They pull right behind me, throw their lights on. They come to the car. Oh, license, registration. I'm like, here you go. The first thing he says is, oh, do you live here? And I said to him, why don't you tell me? You have my information. So he looks there. He sees that I live there. The next thing, he's like, oh, you have tints in your window. Can you roll down your back windows, not the front? And I said to him, why do I have to roll down the back windows when you're right in front of the window? Your head is literally inside the car. So then he's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm coming home from work. And I go like this. See my shirt? This is the shirt I'm wearing. I was like, this is where I work. This is literally 2 minutes away from where I live.
Mhm.
And pretty much they had nothing else. And I was like, do me a favor. I was like, you're on my property right now. So if you don't have anything to give me a ticket or charge me with, please leave. And they hesitated for a minute. And they just left.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Because
Unbelievable. Well, first off, if I would have said, what did I do? Like that.
Hold
And then,
on. I'm going to tell you the difference between Nassau City cops, Nassau County cops, which is where Justin lives, and NYPD. Because had you said that shit to NYPD, they would have tased your ass.
Cuffed you. and
then you would have got a wood shampoo is what you would have got.
Necessarily.
So it's like,
I saw that video, and I read it, and I said, "Oh, there goes Justin again." And I watched the video, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And you can see the guy, just his mannerism. You don't hear no audio, but the way that you just see it, you're like, "Holy shit!"
So the helicopter following you, Justin?
I felt really
don't
so
know,
bad
maybe.
for you, man. I felt so bad, and I was like, "Wow."
Justin,
I
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what it was, Justin. You just moved into the house, right?
no, that's the thing. I've been here probably, it'll be a year in a couple, like 2 months. So I've been
Are you
here for a while.
serious?
Yes.
Are you so they couldn't have said a drug dealer moved in. Let's follow him. So I don't understand now.
It's the car. No, I'm sorry. It is the
So
car.
that's true.
It's the
That
car,
might be,
yeah.
Justin, because when you're coming to my house, I live on a one-way street. And when my street goes this way. When Justin goes around down behind my house, I can hear him coming. And I say, Justin will be here in a few seconds. And I go outside.
Oh, you would have.
I like the way
Did you
the
see
car
that?
sounds.
By the way, did you see that car I sent you that on Instagram?
Yes, actually, that car someone built that car. It's not from Volkswagen. It's a concept car that someone built. It actually has 2 V6 motors put together with a twin turbo on it.
It's a W12.
Yeah,
The W12.
It's
Yeah,
a W12 in a Rabbit.
yeah. So
What?
In a Golf.
Wow.
Yeah.
So pretty much the thing that I hate about Germany and the US, Germany has all the fun cars. Like I would buy that car, but you can't get it here.
No, you can build your
Is
own.
there a link to what, Genoa County Droner?
You can build it.
Yeah, pretty much.
To that car? Is there a link to that car?
And if you think about it, that car is probably 5-6 years old.
Is it really? I thought it was
Yeah.
brand new.
No, it's not brand new. It's been out.
Oh
for-
my goodness.
Yeah, there's a.
Wow. But I saw that and I said right away, I got to send it to you. By the way, just Google W12 Golf. You'll see it. It's a white.
What's up?
Somebody was asking.
Hadley, what's up?
Somebody was just asking if they had the link for it. I'm just saying it's a white Golf.
W12.
So just do.
Yeah, just look up W12 Golf or GTI. It'll just pop up. You'll see it.
I was thinking about getting one of those R32s.
Those things sell like hotcakes.
Okay, Golf GTI. I have images of one.
It's a white
It's
one with
wide
scoops.
body.
That's exactly it. I have it right here. It's a 650.
600.
Right, 650 called the Golf GTI W12
Yes.
650. It's a one-off concept.
Yeah, it's
6-liter W12 from the Bentley Continental GT engine.
See,
I gotta find it.
that's where it comes from.
Yeah, because if you think about it, Volkswagen owns what? Bentley, Lamborghini.
No,
Seat.
no longer. No, it was Audi division that owned Lamborghini, but no longer.
Yeah, Volkswagen owns Audi. They own all
Right,
of it.
but but it was the separate division that owned it. It was under the umbrella of Audi.
It's all Volkswagen, but I'm like,
So it's like saying that Ferrari is a Fiat.
Pretty much.
yeah, because if you look at the engine in my car is half of a Ferrari engine. 'Cause
Right.
I have a 5-cylinder in my car, so it's half of that motor.
Which motor? What?
The V12,
No,
the W12.
my car. No, not the W12. The V10.
In the Gallardo.
The car that
The
I
V.
have. The car
It's
that
the
I have is
V10 that's from the Gallardo.
Rabbit, but it has a 5-cylinder.
Oh, Justin. Someone wants to
but
know
I
you
have
got a
half of
link
that.
to the
I have half of that
helicopter.
motor in my car.
What, to the helicopter video?
Yeah, someone wants to know
it's
if you
on
got a
Facebook.
link of the helicopter flying over your job real low.
I posted it on Facebook, but I guess you could tag them in my Facebook.
I could
page.
tag one of your Facebook pages. I would have.
Because it's public, so anyone can see it.
It's on your Facebook channel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Facebook page? I'll go
Yeah.
look. I'll go look for it now and see. I can pull it up.
And it's cool because I did it at 1080p at 60 frames per second, so the props just look like they're like.
Hold on, I'm going to your page now. We'll see. You guys keep on talking, and I'll.
The helicopter was following you, so now it's following you. A real live Goodfellas situation. So
That's
tell
it. They followed you and they got you.
Did they find the guns?
hey, it's long.
Did you get the babysitter and her boyfriend that's in the wheelchair out of the house?
I don't see it, Justin. I see your Dropbox. I see that. I don't see the helicopter video you posted.
All right, hold on one second. Let me go.
And you were driving the brown Coupe de Ville?
That was actually in the movie his brother.
That was his brother? Oh, I thought that was the helicopter.
You remember he asked him to stay and stir the sauce while he run
Right.
Yeah, just keep stirring the sauce. He should have had to burn. He was sitting there stirring and stirring and stirring. How long are you stirring for?
You keep stirring it until you stop.
Till he gets back?
Yeah.
We told him to keep stirring. Just keep stirring.
Look, that shit would be black as I don't know what, but I'd still be stirring that heifer.
The flame must have been like.
All right, I just posted, Lawrence. I just posted it on my page, so it should pop right up.
All right, I'm gonna go to back there now.
Did you find
Yeah, I just sent you the link, Lawrence.
All right, hold
The
on.
YouTube link. Put it on.
All right, hold on a second. Let me see if we can pull up this helicopter. Here it is. Okay, now I have to share screen, right? All right.
Right.
give me-
Share that link that I sent you. That's Justin when he saw the helicopter.
Hold on. This is Justin. This is Justin here. The video he wanted you guys to see. Let me blow it up some. There we go. You guys can see that?
Yeah. Looks like a normal day on Eastern Parkway.
Yeah, they
They're
do
always,
come down Eastern Parkway.
they do. They go down there like zoom, 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 back and forth. It's like freaking Amazon doing
All right,
deliveries.
How did you
Remember
send
when
me
I
that
told you,
link?
Lawrence? I was around the corner.
Email.
Seemed like he was like 500. He was like 500-600 feet in the air.
Less. I think they fly under 400 sometimes. I really do.
Because one pass, I was right around the corner from your famous building, and one passed right by
Oh, okay. All right. Yes.
your favorite building.
And
Picture.
One passed by like he's about 500 feet in the air.
I don't understand how they do that. That must be a flight path or something. I think.
I don't know, but when he get further down Flatbush Avenue, he got to get up in the air because he's going to hit something.
Yeah, but they're telling you, one of those three amigos was flying around there once. Came awfully close.
I'm trying to set it up, Elliot.
All right.
How close?
He flew by. He was flying the Brooklyn Museum, and a helicopter flew same height.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that it was under 300 feet.
Wow.
That would
Hey,
put him right
hey, Justin.
above the building.
Hey, Justin. Elliot wants to know, were you doing this when
Yeah, I want to see this.
were you doing this when the helicopter? Oh, damn! I closed out the window. Never mind. Damn, I do that. I was trying to set it up real good, and I messed up. I messed up. My bad.
So
At another, maybe another time. Maybe I have to try it again. I was going to play the video that Elliot sent me. Let's try and set it up again. You go ahead. Oh, here.
Oh boy, it really killed the joke. I mean,
I got it. I just lost where it was.
okay, let's see that.
Okay.
okay.
He wanted to know
I
just from here.
know what it is. I already know what it is.
This is why they were following you, Justin.
There he goes.
Oh, here we are. Here we are.
Oh, wait. There he is, looking up in the sky. He's got his sunglasses on, and he's like,
This is what Justin,
following me.
Stir the sauce till I get back.
Oh, there he is, looking up in the sky. He's looking up.
with the cars behind him, right?
There he are.
Am I being followed? I think so.
And that's when those cops, they came right on behind you and they started questioning you.
Yeah,
Just-
that's messed up,
Just
man.
keep stirring the sauce till I get back.
You were the one in charge of the Lufthansa flight. That was you, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hey, Lawrence, we got to get a break from our, a drop from our sponsor.
Okay. All right. Justin, where you at?
Hold on.
You gotta come back
One
on cam, man.
He's out stirring the sauce.
I'm texting.
All right. Here we go.
Ready?
Elliot, ready, man?
You ready? I got it. Wednesday night with those guys are sponsored by.
Those guys!
Very good. Very good.
So yeah, Lawrence, you got any FPV news for us, man? You
I
just
actually don't have any FPV news, but what I did have was that companies are starting to put out drones with GPS, FPV drones with GPS in them. Now,
Uh-oh.
my only problem with that is, like people have told me, and Hadley will probably concur, and EBR and everyone else who's in the FPV, don't buy nothing build it yourself. But they did show a couple of drones. I won't say what the makes are of them because I'm not trying to promote them for any reason unless they send me a free one. Hint. But you can hit a button now and the drone will just hover because of the GPS chip, and it's supposed to make a beeline straight back to home. Now my problem with that is, if my drone hovers at 50 feet, say 50 feet, I lose control or whatever, and I hit the switch and it's hovering right there, and it makes a beeline straight back to me. It doesn't have obstacle avoidance. So I see that as a big fail right there. So until they can get the GPS to work a little better than what it is, I won't trust it a whole lot.
well,
What
I will
happened?
say one thing that you sat here just now and said, don't buy anything, build it yourself. But for the last month, you were the epitome of something different.
Yeah, because we're trying to get you in the FPV.
Your nightmares of some of these products that I still.
Herman Lawrence is just that kind of guy. He likes to share.
Now, see, the problem is we're trying to get Herman in the FPV, and he doesn't want to build. So in that case, you would have to buy something put together. But from what everyone in FPV has been telling me, the stuff that you buy, unless you spend $500-600 for it, is crap.
Yep.
You know.
Well, I will tell you this: from looking at a lot of that stuff, a lot of it to me is crap.
But why spend? So my point is, why spend $500-600 on a built drone when you can build it yourself for less than half?
Yeah, I get that. I get that, Lawrence. But the other thing that in my mind, I'm not FPV, never plan on flying. But here's my question: when I hear Hadley, Justin talk, and I hear you talk, and everybody, is you have to have parts. So you don't buy just one; you got to buy 2 or 3 of them.
And I don't think a lot of those parts are really that great.
Well, that's the beauty of it, is that if it crashes, you can replace a part.
Right. Now, I know people when they buy a receiver,
Nightmare.
but I know people when they buy a receiver for a bird, for example, anything on the wall, they buy 5 receivers.
Yeah.
One backup, 1 or 2 backups for that bird, and then they have 2 or 3. Yeah, you buy 5 receivers at a time.
And you think about the guy.
Hadley says he just built the racer for $125, his cost. Now, if you would have put Hadley, put the specs in really quick if you can, really cheap. Now, if you take the specs that Hadley's about to put up and you buy it put together already, they're going to charge you anywhere from $300 to $500, easy. Justin, you've seen pre-builds, right? And you've said, what you said to yourself?
The duck fan center whoops that you can put the Hero 7 in is like $500-$600.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
on top of that, you got to buy a GoPro too. So
Right. To
imagine
buy
that.
that Sin B,
All
that's
I'm gonna
supposed to
say
be
is
one of the best Sin whoops that you can put a Hero 7 on.
the nightmare that you went through, I'd have put all that shit in the garbage and threw it away.
That's true. I did go through.
Somebody just now turned us into a PG rating.
I
But
did
that's-
go
see,
through
that's
a
the
lot of
thing.
hell.
Everyone's
Getting
gonna go through
birds
that.
going, getting the Sin whoop
But
going.
Hadley also said he buys 8 of them at a time.
Wait,
Let's
excuse me
think
1
about
second,
100.
Justin, your mic is
Yeah.
really low. They're not catching anything.
And
Yeah.
Hadley's using TBS
Well, I'm
ready
on
to
my
fly.
phone, so-
Okay, TBS ready to fly build. All right.
Take a look at that link I just now sent you, Lawrence.
What, through an email?
Yeah.
How did you send it? Okay, hold on.
How'd I send it?
Go back.
Email. You just answered your own question.
I'm getting spammed.
It's the big member over there on Pornhub.
Oh, okay.
Elliot's got your
Look at the size of that thing.
This particular one that you have right here, I know someone that's on Team Black Sheep is taking this bird 6 miles one way. This particular.
Want to share it?
Yeah.
Elliot's got your email.
Who?
Elliot's got your email.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, you wouldn't share yours, so.
Here.
My
This
email
right
address?
here. This.
Wait, show that picture with the guy holding it.
This. Yeah. They have seen someone
That's
take this particular type of wing
Mm-hmm.
6 miles with modifications, of course. That's a big ass wing. If you hit someone with that, you're going to jail.
It's taller than him.
How the hell you hit somebody with that, man? Come on, are you serious? Look
That's
at
a
that.
big. That's a huge.
That's
That's a
plane.
That's FPV.
But you
Now
can right, but you can see that going 6 miles. Though.
But Lawrence, you ever see some of these jets that these guys fly? These RC jets, some of them like as big as the friggin' sofa.
That's true. They can put them together. They
Like
get
they can put small kids on this shit and send it up in the sky and
They have
just let them roll on.
when they bring it out to the field, they have one of those great big trailers, covered trailers, and they wheel it out of the back.
Yeah, I saw one that looked like a real jet. Like what was it? I think it was the Virgin is
Yep.
replica.
Yep.
I've seen some of these things, man. Wow, like whoa.
So that one that I sent you, Lawrence, is a 2 meter.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay, and they do have a smaller one I'm looking at that's 1.2 meters.
Well, I'm
Nah,
gonna
that's
tell
smaller
you,
than that.
Big
Some of
one?
them are like. What are
No,
they,
that's the 2
180,
meter.
210,
I'm gonna
and
tell you
220
right now,
millimeter.
for the price that these things are going for, you could probably build one for the third of the price that you're paying for one built.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Wait, the one that I'm looking at here is a 1.2 meters, so that's about 4 feet.
I
About
don't.
foot,
5
about
feet.
5 feet is 1.2 meters for $199 for the body.
Yeah, yeah. That sounds about right.
That sounds really cool.
You're seriously looking into getting a fixed wing, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I'm
That's-
going to say one thing.
Uh-oh.
You had a hard enough time flying something with 4 propellers on it.
I know.
Fly something that's 5 feet long, 5 feet
Wow.
long, and
New York is coming.
can go 6 miles.
Yep. And that's what I say. If he does that, if Elliot goes and flies one, buys one of those bills that flies it,
Hey,
you guys better be circled all around with cameras because
hey,
it's going to.
Paul. All I'm going to say is we've named a maneuver
them
after
ideas.
this guy.
Yeah.
Called Elliot.
New Jersey, Elliot's
Can
coming.
you imagine, Elliot? Where are you? I'm doing an orbit around Philadelphia.
Billy's flying his
Yeah, right?
Inspire.
Oh,
Look,
I hit
I
a break.
got Billy on the camera.
I'm orbiting the William Penn or William Tell statue in New Jersey. I can only imagine, Elliot.
I can hear the radio chatter now. This is experimental flight 13579 approaching Philadelphia International Airport.
Right? Can you
Requesting
have-
clearance.
Can you put an 8 cell back on it and then launch it into the air so I can make it back home?
Yeah.
No, it's not gonna go well.
Something like that. I'm going to be calling up. I'm going to be calling up Justin. Justin, help me mod this.
Yeah,
We're gonna put two 8 cells on it and switch
our
power.
electronics guy.
You see this?
Huh?
We're gonna be in trouble.
Why?
Flying with you with that thing?
Sure, man.
Okay.
I could see him now. Lawrence, hey Lawrence, you want to fly the beach? I go out. Yeah. What time you want to be there? Like I'm already there from Brooklyn.
I'm staying up for the next couple of hours.
Yeah, I'm here orbiting, waiting for you guys.
I'm gonna fly around until you get there.
I sent you another link on that smaller one.
Let me see. Hold on.
And that one's with the transmitter.
These have been already. Nope, that's wrong link. Go back to the.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I see. Oh, you just sent the link. I'll have to click on it.
I called just while you're
Oh
looking.
yeah, this one looks like the size of the disco.
Disco.
This one maybe a little longer than a disco. This one here.
Well, it's 1.2 meters. They call them what their size is.
Yeah, almost 5 feet.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. And it has the collapsible prop at the end of it.
That's a nice size.
Does it say a camera on that? I didn't look.
No,
at it.
no, none of them come FPV. You have to do that hardwire yourselves.
Okay.
Well, it says BNF Basic Safety Plus.
Bind and fly, meaning.
Oh, it's FPV equipped. It is.
Oh wait. Oh, you can. Oh, there's an option for it. Okay. See, I didn't. See
Phone
that.
is ringing.
There is an FPV equipped bind and fly, which means all you'd have to do is put the receiver in this, and you'd have FPV. Now I'm trying to get a nose view of it to see. Yeah, there's a dome in front.
Yeah, the dome.
Yeah, there's a dome right there in front. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Radio system. Wait, and then the basic transmitter, battery.
The basic transmitter and battery, then the radio system and battery, and then the FPV equipped, which means you probably have your own radio, put a FR Sky or a TBS, whatever, inside it.
Right.
You know what, Lawrence?
You're really looking into this.
Yeah.
You know, too bad you can't hook up the FT Aviator to that.
Yeah, right.
What's that?
That controller we were talking about with Scott.
On this
Ah.
site here, I'll put the link in the room. The FT Aviator, Scott
You
Harrison.
put the link in the chat.
Krinsky.
Listen, he said it 4 times already, Paul.
Yep.
I think he's reached his limit.
He's out. He's out.
Hey! I said his name 4 times in a row, and when he was on the live stream, I couldn't say it once.
Go ahead, Lawrence. Say what my grandmother used to say. Listen, he's not my child. I don't have to know how to pronounce his name.
Exactly. He's not my kid.
My grandmother had a habit of pronouncing my friend's
Right
name.
there, Elliot. Click on that link. That is the FT Aviator. He will be doing an interview. He did an interview on Sunday nights with those guys. He's doing interviews all over the YouTube circuit, pretty much.
He's a hot commodity.
He's an actual.
I know. I watched it.
Oh, okay.
I watched it.
Yeah. So, I think it's going to go far. I mean, I just hope DJI doesn't come up with something similar. But I'm pretty sure he has a patent on all of this stuff because the guy he hands down has a hand on every part of the market as far as patent pending, licensing and everything.
You know what he's that a business like that. What he's got there is he's looking to sell it. is
Well,
basically
yes,
what he's doing.
Of course, you want DJI
He's
to come
looking
to
for
you.
his dollars.
You
He's
want
looking to
DJI
get
to
those.
come to you and say, "We'll give you 3 million," and you go, "No." They say, "Okay, we'll give you 6 million." You say, "Here."
That's
I-
right. You hand them the keys to the place and say you can even have the toilet paper in the bathroom.
I think it would go for much more than that, Lawrence.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if DJI had it, they'd be selling it for $750 right now.
Yep.
The thing is that they got to look at what would it cost for them to R&D it and get it to market. Here they have it already; it's out on market, so they just got to slap their name on it.
Well, what they would try to do is just take it the next step and eliminate the other controller.
Yep.
Right.
Well, it would it cost more than what it would cost to buy him out.
Well,
Well, what they like to do too, though, is they like to bundle. So you know how they
right.
took that one controller.
No. What I'm saying is that what do you do you just squash the bee that's coming at you, or do you give it the money to go away?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You give it the money to go away, but you take the product and you make it your own, and not
right. But which way is cheaper for
well, what's cheaper is to run it on your own software.
Right. Now, Billy.
No. To develop it on your own or to buy it. That's what I'm saying.
No,
Mike
you
Rose-
have it already. You're just gonna eliminate that controller piggybacks on the DJI controller.
Right.
Yeah.
No. I understand
Right
that.
right now it does.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
What
If DJI took it over, it would eliminate that.
If
Right.
I am, wait 1 second. If I am Mr. DJI and I come out and say, okay, I want to develop a controller like that. But wait a second. He has a patent on the damn thing. We can't do it. Or do we come out and we?
Yeah, but Elliot, here's the key to the whole thing.
Wait, let me finish, please. Let me just get my thought out, okay? So now, what is it? I'm Mr. DJI again. What is it going to cost? It's going to cost me $10 million to develop something like that. But wait a second. All I have to do though is go to him and give him $5 million, and I could own it outright.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It would be cheaper for them to probably buy him off to buy the whole product than it is for them to R&D their own product.
Right,
Most
but then
definitely.
all they'll do is use it as their own and not.
Right. Yeah, of course they're buying it. So that's what they'll do with it.
Mike Roche, real quick. Mike Roche, he was saying he wouldn't be interested in he would like to see it work with Billy Kyle or someone like that. I happen to know that Ken Adobo, the original Adobo, is setting up an interview to go to Houston to meet with Scott Parazinski.
And fly.
And he's actually going to have a hands-on.
Right.
And
nice.
Adobo is pretty in depth as far as doing his reviews. So he may be the first. Also, I understand Billy Kyle is interested in doing one with them as well. So we will see these guys do it. And who knows? You may see one of those guys doing a video. Who knows?
Well, the thing is, what the nice thing is, you'll get this guy's name out there, and then it becomes.
It's out there. He was at CES 2019.
It's out there. And I was with last night. Ken stopped in and hung out with us for a few minutes.
Yep.
Who?
Heron.
Okay.
Hung out with us for a few minutes on Canadian Drone Hub because he was trying to set up something to meet up with Scott and interview Scott and to review that controller.
Yeah.
So it's actually going places.
Well, the only thing,
Nice.
Elliot, the only thing I wanted to tell you is that Scott, in a couple of different interviews I watched him, indicated that he has contractual agreements already with DJI and DJI Engineering.
Yes, he does, because he had to ask for he had to ask
to get the
permission
SDK.
to modify.
Right, to get the
software.
SDK. Right.
Right.
But the SDK, but DJI opened up the SDK because of all that spying thing that Huawei was going through.
Yeah.
So that they opened up a while ago. They actually had to do that.
Yeah, but you got to figure he would still need their permission to follow through with it, which he got, because he has a full operating system for it.
And he indicated that he's using DJI engineers to help develop it.
Yes. So they
So then he's keeping this. Maybe he is keeping it on his own.
Mike Roche says
Whatever.
Ken did not seem impressed. But I'm going to tell you something, Mike Roche. For Ken Herron to want to find out information about this controller, this FT Aviator, it means something because it's making a name. He's covering. If you have a drone channel, he's willing to set up an interview with you. He doesn't care how big or how small your drone channel is. I mean,
He started with the best.
He was on Sunday, and we had our best live stream ever. And I actually shared the stream while we were live on Facebook, and people were popping in and out too. So it's out there, and people are acknowledging it. It's just a matter of how many you can buy. He even had a pre-sale of, what was it, $300, guys?
Put that link back in the chat.
Up until the 30th.
Yeah, Quan wanted one for the 300.
Right, and now it's 450.
So
now it's $450.
Guys, make sure you pick up a couple. One for each of your drones.
Did I tell you also, Lawrence, that I called Val and left a message waking her up again to make sure she didn't miss her flight?
So she sent me a message saying she was getting out.
Okay. Well, I hope she makes it safe. That's all.
Well, she needs to be there.
By the way, Lawrence, take a look at that last piece I sent you. There you go. You want to make money during the summer?
Uh-oh.
What is this? Hold on.
It could be anything.
You guys, Elliot, see, this is why we have to keep the reins on Elliot. This is why we have to keep the reins on Elliot. Hold on. Let me switch back to Google. This will be the last share for the night. Elliot doesn't know when to stop.
Oh.
Hey, you see? Look, Poland's like, whoa.
Oh, that's cool.
For $2,600, you could have your own dirigible. Can you imagine in New York if someone would try and shoot it down?
Go. And you could, you could put advertising on the side.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it's for. But it also has a compartment for carrying a gimbal.
What's the flight time?
Hold on. I'm looking at it now. Control system.
120 minutes.
Yep, 120 minutes.
2 hours.
Wow.
Wow.
And it's a dirigible that you can put advertising in. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Seriously.
How much is it going for?
2,600.
$2,620.
Yeah, that's what I've seen the Phantom 4 Pro going for.
Well, I bought my first Inspire 1 was $3,600 with one battery.
Imagine you go, put your name on that, go fly.
Someone's gonna see it and shoot out this guy.
You hear, Paul?
What's that?
You can advertise on the side of your Inspire.
Yeah.
I said
send it up and down the beach
right
for
and
the
shoot it out the sky.
I wonder how it handles. I wonder how it handles wind.
Yeah.
Look at that. We could get one and we could advertise the those guys Wednesdays and Sunday nights on it.
Hey, what's up?
Fly it up and down Rockaway Beach.
Right. Let's fly it up and down the beach.
Or put one of those electronic nets over it where you can program it from the ground. And when you see a police helicopter, you can say, "Kiss mine," you know?
All you'd have to do is put an LED display into it. Because they have
like what they have in those Indian stores, you know, like open 7th, you know.
They have, but Elliot, they have the LEDs on a roll. You can unroll it and put it against anything and then program it with an SD card to say whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can even make it with the finger.
Oh my God, Val's here.
Hey, Val.
Hey, Val.
You're at the airport, right?
I'm actually at the airport. Let me find my earphones.
Look at that. She has her glasses this time. They're not on her head. But she can't find them.
Val's jacked into the airport Wi-Fi.
There, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey, Elliot.
Hey, hon, how are you?
I'm
Safe
pretty good. How are
travels.
you?
Wait.
Safe
No,
travels,
Yeah.
hi,
sweetie.
Herman.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing to the rest of us. It's just Elliot.
Wait 1 second.
Hey,
By the way,
Elliot. Hey, those
just
guys.
going back for 1 second, there is a 30-foot version of that blimp for $3,800.
No, they
Really?
keep it.
30 foot.
Okay. Ignore that you're seeing this.
Hey, Val.
All right, have
Oh,
a
there she
little,
goes.
Oh, what's that, Val?
have a
Wine.
little treat
Diet-
over there. We see.
Is that a
Wait,
Scotch?
that looks like that.
It's Diet Coke.
Yeah, right.
No,
Yeah,
I
right.
asked
yeah.
them.
Diet Coke with
I
how
asked-
much rum or tequila?
Who drinks Diet Coke in a wine glass?
In
I-
an airport.
I
In the
do. I
airport.
do.
Airport bar.
I do. After I missed my flight this morning, I decided that I was going to ask for Diet Coke in a wine glass.
Well, Val, how many Nespressos have you had yet today?
None. I'm gonna get some when I go down to my plane.
Also, wine and espresso.
Wow. You plan on not sleeping on the plane, huh?
I'm flying all night.
She just said.
So where you headed to first, Val?
Seattle.
You're going
So I'm
to
going
okay.
backward first, and then forward.
Okay.
How many plane changes, Val?
You gonna see Curtis when you're up there?
No, he doesn't live in Seattle.
Yeah, I know, but he's out that way.
Yeah, he's somewhere.
Hey, Val, any plane changes, or do you stay on the same plane?
2 plane changes.
Oh,
Okay.
Nothing will. I can't see anything going wrong.
yeah. Famous last words.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what Richie Vallis said also when he left
Yep.
with the Big Bopper.
Yep.
Oh my God. I'm gonna see if I can find. There you are. I was gonna pull up the chat.
well,
There we go.
Some people you know in
Hey,
here.
Robert.
Brent Nunley.
Hi, Brent.
You got Robert's here.
Hey,
Malcolm's here,
Nacho. Hey,
Mike's here.
Mike. Hey, Gary. Hey, Above. Let's see. Oh yeah, you guys. Yeah.
Mike
And then,
Rose.
hey, Justin, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
You know me, Lawrence. and
Why does
Paul.
everyone keep blinking
Yeah.
off and on? Okay, and Paul's here, Justin, Phantom, and Novice. Very nice.
Well, I don't know where Lawrence is headed to.
Yeah, I had my roommate drop me off 2.5 hours, 3 hours early because I decided I wasn't going to miss this one.
Your
With the
roommate,
luck I've been having, I didn't want to take a chance.
your roommate dropped you off?
Yeah, he just pulled off at the
Huh?
expressway exit and said, "Get out."
What do they do? Leave the door unlocked and just pull up real hard and let
Yeah.
it lie open?
Yeah.
Hey, Val, can you
Like,
hear?
the connection look like it's
Oh, you guys,
acting up.
it's
Everyone's cutting in and
the
out.
I can't hear you guys that good.
Can't
Are
hear
you,
him.
Yeah, it's starting.
are you using airport
Everyone's cutting in and
Wi-Fi
out.
or your cell phone?
So, oh, good. So it's not just
No, it's not just you. It's everyone.
okay. I
Lawrence,
tell
you still
you,
there?
it's
Yeah,
this
I'm here.
Hangouts are getting
I'm
ready
here.
to go away.
Because I can hear Lawrence good. I can hear Paul.
Where's Lawrence?
I'm right here. I'm right here, Val. You can't hear me?
I heard-
Lawrence.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you are. I
No,
see you now.
there's a big latency now with
Yeah, it's probably.
That it's not the latency, it's that wine she's drinking.
It's the wine. Yep.
You know, damn latency.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see if
So,
I can't do something
Diet
better
Coke
with
is
this.
like a new wine out now. Keep telling Val that hole in the middle of a 45 is in the wrong spot.
What?
That hole in your 45 is in the wrong spot.
I think that's a CD.
There we go.
You're still in the wrong spot.
This
Yeah.
don't be making fun of my stuff. The hole's in the right spot.
I don't.
Hey, Val.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Hey, Val. Can you hear me?
Huh?
Are you ready to eat jellied fish livers for dinner when you reach Canada?
Here we
No,
go.
that I will not be doing.
No,
I'm just-
wrapped in lettuce. It should be great, according to you.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes a Diet Coke again.
Yeah.
There's a Diet Coke.
I've never seen Diet Coke have that red tinge to it. You know what I mean?
Well, I've never seen her drink Diet Coke so fast.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna drink coffee that fast.
Hey, Jen, Jason. This has been a weird couple days. I mean, I woke up at like 5:30 and my plane takes off at 6 and I was just like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
Well,
It's
you
too
want
much.
on a live stream so late.
Huh?
You wanted to be on live stream hanging out late.
Yeah, see, I just wanted to go on the live stream. So I told Kim, bring me here, make sure I get to go see Herman and Lawrence and Justin and Elliot and Paul.
Oh,
Yeah.
that Pepsi's,
Paul.
that Coke, that Diet Coke's kicking in, huh?
Okay, a half glass kicks in, so yeah, I think it is. I think if you guys could help me down to where my plane's taking off.
We won't hear the second one order.
That's because she has them lined up on the bar.
You know, it's funny because I don't usually. It's not that I can't drink. I
Uh-huh.
just normally don't drink. I don't have time. I don't want to spend the money. But today, after today, I'm missing the plane, and then they said, "Oh, by the way, you might be on standby," and I said, "Oh, hell no." So they go, "Oh no, we're mistaken. You have a flight." I don't know. I just came over here and said, "Give me wine as much as you got."
Oh,
So
It just rolled me onto the
Wait a
plane.
minute.
so in other words,
has a new wine.
when you walk up the plane, you're gonna slap the first person you see.
Probably.
Well, the other question I would have is if they think you might be on standby, you've got 2 plane changes. What city could you get stranded in?
Uh-oh.
Well, it could be either Seattle or
Or what's the next?
Detroit.
Uh,
I'm pulling for Detroit to
no,
win my life. Has.
no,
Yeah. I tell you, it wouldn't be the first time I got stuck at an airport and just had to wait. Wouldn't be the first time.
Val, but you don't want to get stuck in Detroit.
Mm-mm.
Sure she does.
Well, the reason I don't want her stuck in Detroit is I'm an hour away from the airport. No.
But here, but Paul,
Yes.
so is Lynn. I would
Yeah,
just
I
call
know.
Lynn.
I know. And you know who Lynn would call?
Mm-mm.
I can see her now, Paul.
Oh, in
Hey,
the Seattle,
Paul,
I'll meet
you
you for
gotta give
dinner.
her,
Okay,
Paul.
not
The
Joe.
airport's out of wine.
All you gotta do is just turn the phone off, Paul. And like, oh, my battery died. It went straight to voicemail.
Yeah. Yep.
Paul,
Don't worry.
I can see you making a wine run to the airport.
Everything will be all right.
You guys you're such a bratty brother.
Everything will be all right.
You know the problem with wine?
Take him to be tortured.
It went away.
What's the problem with wine?
It goes away.
Yes, he slaps it back up on the counter and says, he slaps it back on the counter and says, hit me again.
What the hell are you playing?
What's all that noise?
That's Elliot.
That's Elliot.
Take him to Detroit.
You got the soundboard.
Take him to Detroit.
Oh, that's what I said.
Take him to Detroit. not Detroit. No.
I only
That's from the movie Kentucky Fried Movie. Take them to Detroit.
well the last place I got stuck was Wichita.
There's a lot to do there.
Yeah.
Robert.
I got stuck in New Caledonia. Try that one.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Some little
Oh, my
Pacific island in between Hawaii and
Wow.
Australia.
Val,
Ugh.
I want to say this before you leave the United States. I don't want to see you on Locked Up Abroad.
Yeah.
I think we can get Roger into the United States.
Uh-oh.
I think all we have to do is squish him down in the seat and push him way down and just head out.
And what are you gonna
Huh?
what are you gonna call him when they look in the car?
We're just gonna say this is our little French friend.
Okay. Where's his ID?
We call him Roger.
Roger.
Everybody has to have a French friend.
Hey,
Everybody.
Lawrence, that show you were talking about, Lockup, is that gender specific? Locked
No.
up abroad?
I thought you said you were gonna lock up
Oh my
abroad.
goodness.
No. There's a cable show called Locked Up Abroad, and you have people who go to other countries.
I thought it was a gender specific thing. I didn't.
No.
Well, it's gonna be one locked up broad.
I had a friend of mine that was in Costa Rica for 2 years.
Uh-oh, making someone sleepy. The wine's making someone sleepy.
Oh man.
Who's another one?
I'll be
Val-
here in 2 hours going, I missed my
Val, if I were you, I
plane."
would be the first person online in front of the gate. So if
Yeah,
you fall asleep, they got to step over you to get on the plane.
Yeah. And the sad part of it is she'll wake up just as the plane is pulling away from the gate.
Right.
I'll be like those sad people on the cruise where I'm running for something.
No.
You know, actually, I'm really surprised that they were able to get me on another flight. Well, it's overnight, which, you know, I wasn't crazy about, but still.
Cool.
Well, I
But it
hope
turned out really good.
I hope
See, my daughter at least, my daughter used to take the Benadryl when she got on the plane.
Yeah, I take the drugs when I get on the plane.
No, you take the drugs when you get on the plane at Detroit because you got to take the plane twice.
Yeah,
And then they even had a which was what I think it was in Australia. A woman got drunk on the plane, and she had to call up a friend that she was locked in the
Yes,
plane.
they left her on the plane.
Thank you.
They left her on the plane, and she goes, "I'm on the plane, but the plane is locked up." So.
Yeah, she couldn't get off the plane, but she made it to the pilot's cockpit.
Yes.
I would have been clicking stuff on and off, everything, man. That plane would have been rolling or something. They would have found out I was on it.
Well, the Val would go up there and turn on the radio. She called,
What?
Tower, get me the hell out of here, Tower.
No, I think that because I can fly a drone, how hard could a plane be?
Here
Can't
we
be
go.
that hard.
Let's see.
I don't know. Ask Kennedy Jr., John Kennedy Jr., Robert Kennedy Jr.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Thank you.
Paul, you falling asleep on us, man?
No, I'm just listening to Val gonna fly a 727.
I thought you were sitting back saying, damn.
No, those are still all grounded, aren't they? The 737s are all grounded.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are. Hey,
Yeah.
Paul.
Are they?
That noise you hear is probably coming from Elliot.
No, it's not.
Hey, Paul. I thought you were sitting back saying, oh, God, she's coming to Detroit. She's
Oh,
coming.
thank you.
Now that noise you're hearing is airport noise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Val's background noise there.
Yep.
So
Do you like
just
it?
get?
What is that? You can't take a weapon on the plane, Val.
Oh, yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Well, she's actually about to eat something.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to eat dinner, so.
So you having the lettuce plate? That's yummy.
Rabbit food.
Can I tell you how much I wanted French fries with a lot of mayonnaise and dip and stuff? Yes, I do. What is in here?
Lettuce.
Oh,
More
uh-oh.
lettuce.
On top of lettuce with some greens in the middle.
She lifts,
Oh, there you go.
she lifts a piece of lettuce and goes, "What's this? More lettuce?"
That looked like yak intestines.
Oh my God, this is good.
Anything
Didn't know you like
tastes good
yak.
after- anything- listen, Val, anything tastes good after a goblet of wine.
Wow, what'd you
That
get?
is so true. I don't know what the hell this is.
Nacho says two steak for one.
Val's gonna eat it. Val's gonna eat it, but she never ordered dinner, so she's just gonna eat it.
Let's not start that because now Val, we have to explain to Val. No.
Hey Val, if you find any little tiny pieces of bone, it's probably cat rib.
Mm. You guys are so bad.
Well, thanks for popping in. We appreciate it to let us know your progress. You know you should be vlogging all of this, right?
Huh?
This whole experience, you should be vlogging it.
Yeah,
I'm
you should
gonna
be
vlog
live streaming from 23,000 feet.
You know what? I would vlog more, but I thought I'd rather come on Herman's and talk to y'all.
Well,
Mm.
Lawrence, we're not going to sit here and watch Val eat a whole meal. All
Nah,
Look,
not till it's 7 o'clock.
I got something heating up now, some quesadillas. All right.
okay. Well, it's 7 o'clock now, and we need to
Do another drop.
do another drop.
Yes. You
You ready?
wait for Val to finish chewing.
Val, we're doing a drop, Val.
Val's gonna do it.
Yeah, Val, get some of that wine and wash it down, and get ready to go. There we go. No, that's the water. Get the wine.
No, that's her vodka.
There's nothing in here. Hold on.
Hey, we need another refill.
Why'd you look over your shoulder? Like someone's gonna slap it out your hand.
Let's
Yeah.
later.
Okay. Let's go. Let's do
All right,
this
let's
thing.
go, Herman.
Oh, guys, and please try to use some enthusiasm. You've been disappointing me lately. Go
Oh
ahead.
no, you should see how
No.
you're not here.
You guys ready?
Mhm.
Wednesday night with those guys are sponsored by.
Those guys.
There
I
we
missed
go.
that clap.
Very good.
So all you guys in the chat, I'd like to thank you for stopping in with us. For stopping in and hanging out with those guys on Wednesday night. Hope to see you on Sunday. Don't forget. What happened, Elliot?
I'm reading. Sorry.
Don't forget July 23rd.
Elliot, you're so funny.
23rd, that Lance will be here for the hobbyists.
Who?
Hope it's something. I hope it
Lance.
works. And I hope we can have fun with it, guys.
Yep. And always check YouTube to see who's on live. If you're bored and you want to go someplace, I don't know if Roger's going to be on later or whoever, but it's great.
Maybe Val
Somebody will be there.
is playing.
Just
Yeah.
remember to support one another.
Yeah.
We know about that. And click
It's like-
subscribe. And don't forget that little bell notification.
Yep. And
This
hit
way,
the-
when we do go live, you'll be the first to know.
And before you leave, hit that like button, right?
This is true.
That's right.
And make
Hit
sure
that like button. Don't make me.
Well,
put it
no,
on the
even
thread.
like or dislike anything, any type of interaction
Oh, we got
helps out the algorithm.
right, so we're doing pretty good.
Yep.
So, guys,
We got
don't.
dislike, so we're doing something
So,
we're doing something pretty good. If they spent the energy to dislike it.
guys, if you hit the dislike, I'm going to punch you in the throat. So make sure you hit the like.
I'd like to thank you guys on the panel for stopping in here and hanging out.
Well,
But-
thank you for having me.
Later, guys.
Guys in the chat, thanks for coming in, and I'll see you next time on Phantom Flight 101.